Welcome to online workshop on data science real-time project using Python. So before entering into the topic, let me introduce myself. I'm Shivram Krishna. I'm a full stack data science trainer at Naresh IT, where I'm holding with respect to 12 years of experience in this IT industry and teaching profession. And I'm presently associated as a data science trainer at Naresh IT Hyderabad, and where I give the trainings for the learners of 0 to 10 years of IT experience. Okay. And along with that, I handle with multiple data science and machine learning related projects from various domains like finance, aviation, e-commerce, telecom, HR, healthcare, pharma, and insurance, and many more, right? And I'm a top 2 percentile data scientist from Kaggle. Kaggle is an international data science firm where I'm in the top 2 percentile in that. Now coming to my education, I have done my data science and machine learning from IIM Raipur, that is Indian Institute of Management, where I have done my master's from BITS Mishra and BTech from JNTU Hyderabad. And I hold a couple of certifications on data science, which are like certified data science professional certification by IBM and certified data scientist by IBAT, certified in data science from IIT Madras, and Microsoft certified in Python. So this is very brief about me, right? And one of the student, Manikanta, says that my voice is very low. Guys, can you please confirm me? Others, is my voice is low or clear? It is clear, right? Good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So guys who are having a audio issue with the low sound, can you please check from your end also? From my side, the audio is very clear and others are saying that it is very clear. Yes, done. So let's get into the today's agenda. So what is today's agenda? Means, so first, so in the today's class, many people, okay, multiple learners are there, and almost around 400 students are there as of now. So many students may be new to data science. Some of the students are very new to data science, and some of them are already familiar on data science, and they want to see how the project implementation will be there. And we are having different types of learners in the today's class. So first, let me start from the scratch level, and let me introduce the data science initially. Okay, what I'm going to do in the today's session is, first I will introduce the what is data science first, and then followed by what are the applications of data science, and then I'll move on to the actual topic of real-time project, and where I'll show you the implementation of this project, both theoretical and practical. Practical implementation using Python, and theoretical how in the backend the process will be done. Now, what is meant by real-time project? Some of you may get a doubt that what is meant by real-time project? What is meant by live project? What are the differences? And multiple students will have multiple questions that, sir, what is the difference between data science and data analyst, or this artificial intelligence and all this stuff? So all the questions I'm going to take at the end. Okay. All the questions I'm going to take at the end, right? So today I'm going to discuss with respect to first the real-time project. Let us implement the real-time project, both theoretical and practical. Once the today's agenda is completed, then I can take all your questions, right? Is that clear, guys? Done. So let's move on to the first one. What is data science? Okay. So if you are already familiar with data science and you are just want to see how the data science project is implementing this, today we are going to implement one real-time project related to NLP, that is natural language processing, which comes under text data, which widely used in the nowadays, right? Now, done, guys. So let's see. Let us start one by one. First, let us see what is data science, followed by applications of data science. In that, one of the application I'm going to select, What are the applications of data science are there? In that, one of the application I'm going to select in the today's class. And along with that, I'm going to show you the real-time project. What is meant by real-time project and how we are going to implement this project, right? Let's get into the topic. So first, what is data science? Data science means understanding the data, identifying the patterns or identifying with respect to the importance of the data, right? Now, here, for example, let us take it out Amazon e-commerce. Okay, I'm not going to say about entire Amazon. I'm saying only Amazon e-commerce, about e-commerce. Now let us take Amazon. Amazon is a company, as everyone knows, right? Now this company, any company, not only Amazon, any company, what they want, what their main requirement is profits. Everyone wants money only, right? Whether it is an Amazon, whether it is a Tesla, whether it is a Google, whether it is a Microsoft, everyone wants at the end profits, and they want to make the money from that, right? Now, if Amazon wants to make money and they want to get the profits, they'll get simply, if they feel that one means they'll get a no, right? What is the process they have to do? First, the thing they have to do is they have to understand their customers. First step is they have to understand their customers. So what is the customer requirements? They have to understand their customer requirements. Okay, what in the reality the customers are looking for, right? So for example, customers are looking for a good quality product. Generally from Amazon e-commerce website, what we expect is one, quality product as a customer. Two, with respect to low price. Three, fast delivery, right? So these are the things. For example, let us assume the Amazon, when they have entered first time into in India as a e-commerce and that online shopping, once they have first time when they have introduced in the India with the online shopping, okay, now they have faced the issues, many issues they have faced. What are the issues they have faced? It means many of the people used to assume that in the online very cheap products they used to sell, right? Original products, they replace all the original products with the duplicates, and some kind of they will get very lately. If you order today means we'll get after 1 week. And for example, if they want to return also, they can't return. So many issues. Initially, they used to have many issues. Now, slowly they have sorted each and everything. Now, how Amazon is playing a key role in the Indian e-commerce, everyone knows, whether it is Amazon, whether it is a Flipkart or anything. So what they have done is they understand the customer's requirement, what exactly the customers are looking for. They understand that one. They analyze that one. And from that, they got the business insights. Which type of insights they have got means, which makes them to improve their business. So they understand the customers, they understand the requirements of the customers, and they fulfill the requirements of the customers. Now they are earning the profits. So understanding the customer's requirement very clearly and fulfilling them, automatically it increases the business at the end, right? So data science means nothing but whatever the data they have given to us, we have to understand, and from that we have to bring the insights from that, which increases the business. The insights, what type of insights you have to get means which increases the business. Whether it is Amazon, whether it is any other company, even Naresh IT also the same. Okay, if you go with the Naresh IT Technologies, now this is also one of the software training institute. Now they are in the market leader in the Hyderabad. Now they want to expand themselves toward the India wise, right? Any company, slowly they want to expand, right? Now they want with respect to more profits and they want expansion. Now what they have to do? First, they have to understand the students' requirements. Here, the customers of Naresh IT are nothing but students. So they have to understand the student requirements. Generally, what would be the students' requirement for joining any training institute? Generally, what would be the requirements? One, they want a good quality content. Good quality content should be delivered. This is the first requirement. Second, by an experienced trainer. Why experienced trainer? Because he explains with the real-time examples, right? and they want with respect to a placement, good placement. 4, everything at low fees. These are the requirements of the students. If you understand the students' requirement and if you create the course or if you create in such a way where most of the students will be interested, automatically everyone will join in the Naresh IT and the business will be improved. Simple. So understanding the requirements of the students and developing from that the business is called as data science. Every company will use this one. Amazon to Naresh IT Technologies, Tesla to Microsoft, Google, Facebook, every MNC, every small company, startup company also has to use data science. Whoever wants to develop their business, they have to use the data science. Not this company or that company. For example, if you go with Redbus, Abibus, IRCTC, any company, they are all the companies only, right? At the end, everyone wants the business only, right? Everyone wants the profit. Everyone wants the money, right? So if they want the money, means what they have to do? They have to give the better solution, better things to the users. So for that, what is required is analysis. First, we have to analyze the data, and from analysis, we have to get the insights. Now, if you go in the reality, we'll have the data. Now, let us see here. Can anyone tell me what is this? Can anyone tell me what is this? Yeah, everyone was saying it is a rock or stone or something, but it is a gold. It is a gold ore. Basically, the gold will be in this format. Gold will not be directly in the gold color. Gold ores, basically, they will be in the black color. This is the gold ore, where from this, finally, we'll get a good quality product like this. The output is this one. In between, they have done the processing. In between, there is a processing. Directly will not get this type of ornaments. The original data will be the same way. The original data also will be in terms of like this. Okay. So where we have to make that one into this one, means we have to process. Directly itself, the original data will have every information. By seeing itself, we'll understand this, then there is no use of data scientist, right? If the ornaments are available directly in the directly like this, means then no need of gold jewelry shops or nothing. Gold manufacturing companies or gold jewelry shops, nothing is required, right? I think everyone has watched the KGF movie. In the KGF movie, what Rocky Boy will do this one? Just he will do the mining. He will take out the gold, right? He will do this one. He will extract the data. He will extract this kind of gold ores, right? And from that, they are going to do the processing. First, they'll extract the ore from underground. And from that, whatever the ores they have got like this, they are going to do the processing. And finally, they'll make into the ornaments and they'll deliver to the user. Similarly, we'll also get the same kind of data in this way. We have to process the data and we have to make the meaningful insights from that. And finally, we have to deliver in this way to the client. Right? Is that clear? So here, the same way, we are going to process the given data. First, the ore will be processed into this one, followed by gold bars. So from the gold bars, from the gold manufacturing companies, majorly from there, we'll be getting the first gold bars as the output. And these gold bars will be given to the jewelry shops or goldsmith or someone. And finally, they are going to make an ornament as per the requirement of the person. Every ornament will not be the same, right? All of them are called as ornaments only, but every ornament is same. Every design is same. No, that depends upon the requirement. Which persons require which type of ornament, according to that, we have to make it. Right? Simple. Right? So this data, whatever the raw data we have got, we have to clean and we have to process the information. And finally, from that, we have to make a final product of this. Similarly, here also in the data science, the same logic will be applied. We have to transform the data into a meaningful decisions or which improves the business. From that, we have to finally get the improve in the business. For example, you are doing so much of things, but whatever the inferences or whatever the conclusions you are getting from the data, if there is no use, what we have to do with that? So we have to get the information in such a way where it improves the business. Extracting the useful information from the raw data, which turns to lead to the business, is called as data science, in a simple words. Is that clear? So transforming the original raw data into meaningful insights is called as data science. The data can be videos, the data can be images, the data can be audios, the data can be text, the data can be JSON file, the data can be structured data, which was extracted from the structured database. The data can be anything. But finally, we have to get the meaningful insights. What is meant by meaningful insights means which improves the business. We have to get that type of insights from that. We have to make a final conclusion in that. Right? Directly itself will not be available. The insights are available, and directly by reading itself we'll get a conclusions. It's not like that. Right? So here we are going to process different types of data, out of which we are having with the images, videos, audios, text data, structured data, multiple things are there. For example, there is a small amount of data, very small amount of data. For example, let us take some kind of reviews. Some people has given the reviews in the Amazon. Okay, around you are having 100 reviews are there. Let us take 100 reviews are there. Now 100 reviews you are going to read manually, and you are going to say about that product whether it is a good one or a bad one. Okay, fine, very good. But let us assume we are having 10 lakh reviews. Can you read all of them? Is that possible? Reading 100 reviews and reading 10 lakh reviews are same. Can you read all the 10 lakh reviews? Is that possible manually? No. So then what we have to do? Then we are going to take the support of machine. Now, whatever we have to do, the same thing the machine will do. How we are going to understand the data, the machine also will understand the data. The machine learns the data is called as machine learning. Machine learning means machine learning the data. Right? It learns the data and it will analyze the data, and finally it will give the output. Whenever we are having some large amount of data which can't be processed by manually, in that case we are going to take the help of a machine, which is called as machine learning. Right? Now, so here what I'm going to do is, we are having multiple applications. It is widely used in every sector, every company. The applications are with multiple companies. Every company will use the data science, right? All the companies, if you take whatever the domain, whether it is a travel domain, healthcare domain, Dr. Reddy's requires data science. Everyone will assume Dr. Reddy's means pharmaceutical company, or with respect to biotechnology, people only can go to Dr. Reddy's. Data scientist also. Sales and insurance companies, finance related sectors, marketing sectors. Okay, and majorly social media. Nowadays, large amount of data is getting generated. Large amount of data, right? In terms of unstructured text data is getting generated. Who will do the analysis? When data is large, someone has to do the analysis, right? Every data will have some information, and from that information we can make a business, right? So here we are going to work on one of the real-time project, which is on the text data, where I'm going to work on the sentimental analysis. In today's class, I'm going to work on the sentimental analysis, right? Now, let's see what is meant by real-time project. What is meant by real-time project? Word of real-time. What is meant by real-time? Means which is having a real-time application. which is having a real-time application is called as real-time project. Which is not having the application just for theoretical purpose or for seeing purpose, for understanding purpose, we are seeing that one is, then it is called as a case study. If it is having a real-time application, someone is going to use that one, that particular project is used by these companies, some companies, then it is called as a real-time project. Right? Now, let us get into one of the real-time project where some of the companies are going to use. Right? What is the real-time project which I'm going to use in this class is spam classifier. The project is spam classifier. What is meant by spam classifier? I think everyone are having one mail ID. Whether the mail ID is Yahoo Mail, whether it is a Gmail, whether it is a Hotmail, or whether it is a Rediff mail, or whatever it is. Right? Everyone are having one mail ID, and you are getting some kind of mails. Now, in the mail, you are having with respect to spam and inbox. Whenever some person is sending some mail, whether that mail should be transferred into the inbox or whether it has to be sent into the spam. How it is classifying that one? How Google is doing that one? How Google or Yahoo or Rediff or Hotmail, whatever it is, how they are working on that? How a mail is getting classified, whether it is an inbox mail or whether it is a spam mail. That is the project which we are going to work. Right? So that is the spam classifier. Spam classifier means whether whatever the mail belongs to, whether it is a spam mail or a normal mail. The practical implementation, at the same time theoretical implementation in the backend, how the theoretical process will be done, step-by-step process of that. Right? So this is also one of the data science project where Google, Yahoo, and other companies are implementing. Feedback analysis, restaurant reviews, Amazon reviews, all these comes under sentiment analysis. Everything is under the same category, which is called as sentimental analysis. Now, the Prime Minister Modi wants to know that how many people are thinking about positive about the Modi and how many people are thinking about negative about the Modi within the social media. And how many people are having a positive sentiment on Modi and how many people are having a negative sentiment on Modi. And Modi wants to analyze that one. And what is the public opinion? He wants to check that one. Then what he has to do? Right? So at that time also, he is going to apply the same kind of project, which is called as sentiment analysis, where the output is either positive or negative. In the Amazon, one particular product is there. Reviews are there. For example, there are 100 to 200 reviews are there. Are you going to read all the reviews? No, right? You will read only top 5 reviews or 10 reviews, and based on that, you are going to confirm. Right? Now, let us assume that Amazon has classified even the reviews, and total out of 1000 reviews, 900 reviews are positive and 100 reviews are negative. It has already classified and it has kept directly in the website. It has directly deployed in the Amazon website. Now what happens? The user will have very easily to identify whether it is a good product or bad product. It makes the user friendly. At the end, the user will buy the products which are very good product, and he'll get a very good opinion on the Amazon. And finally, the Amazon sales will increase. Finally, profit. Once again, money. But so these all the projects comes under sentimental analysis, out of which one of them is this, where you are going to get a mail, whether it is a spam mail or whether it is a non-spam mail, whether it has to send to your inbox, how it is doing that one in the back end, what is the process. Let us see one by one, step by step, both theoretical and practical implementation. Right? Now, Is that clear, guys, till now? Now, why it is called as sentiment analysis? The reason why it is called as sentiment analysis, because the output is either positive or negative, good or bad, best or worst. That is the reason it is called as sentimental analysis. Whether you are having a positive turn on that or a negative word, right? Whether after this class, today's session, we are going to take the feedback. Now I'm going to check the feedback. How many students are happy with the today's class and how many people are not happy with the today's class? Means sentiment only, right? I'm going to see the sentiment. Right? Yes, of course, many of the students are typing, I'm very happy. Yes, yes, good, right? So let us see one by one, step-by-step execution of this, right? Yeah, super, good, sir, very good, happy, sir, extremely happy, good, guys. Thanks for all your feedback. Just give me a minute. Let us see the practical implementation of this project. Any data science project, okay, any data science project has to be implemented using the one project methodology. Any project, generally in the industry, one project is there. Some projects will be implemented using some methodology. What is the methodology which we are going to use for this data science? Means the methodology is called as CRISP-DM methodology. The CRISP-DM methodology. What is meant by CRISP-DM methodology? Means CR stands for cross, I stands for industry, S stands for standard, P stands for process. Cross industry standard process means every industry is going to use the same process for their data mining. Data mining means understanding the data, digging into the data. Mining means digging. What you are going to dig? Insights you are going to dig. You are going to extract the useful information. That so every industry is going to use the same thing, right? So that is called as cross industry standard process for data mining. Every industry will use the same. What are the steps? First, they'll understand the business problem very clearly. So before starting the project, first they'll discuss with their team members and their team leader or project manager or with the client or whatever it is. First, they'll understand for what purpose we are doing this project, who is going to use, where they are going to use, and how they are going to use. Every minute question we are going to understand. It will not be completed just in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It will take for us to understand the things, at least in the real life, 20 to 30 hours. Means at least to be more precise, it will take 1 week of time. First, we have to understand the requirements of the client, what exactly they are looking for, and where they are going to implement this one. Okay, if I deliver my project, where they are going to use this, and how they are going to use this, where they are going to deploy this one, right? So that is first step. First, we have to understand the business problem very clearly. Later, we have to understand our data. Whatever the data they have shared us, we have to understand. Now, this data, whatever the data was given to the data scientist, the data will be given by the data engineers. Data engineers team is going to transfer you the data. The data engineer team is going to transfer you the data. We are not going to collect the data directly, right? So the data engineering team is going to share us the data. Whatever the data was shared by our data engineering team, we are going to understand them very clearly, right? Now, once we understand the data, now we'll start the processing. Okay, this one, how we have to turn and how we have to work. That data preparation, or which is also called as data pre-processing. What is meant by pre means before. Pre means before giving to the machine. Processing means before giving the same information to the machine. Before giving to machine, to understand, first we have to process. Otherwise, it will not understand. It will throw the errors. Array, what is this data? I'm not able to understand. Please share me with proper data. It will throw the errors. Right? So here, once whatever the data we have received, that we are going to clean it, process it, and then we are going to share that one to the machine. Now machine starts understanding the data. Now, okay, machine is start understanding the data, it is learning, fine, well and good. Now, how much it has understand? Whether it has properly understand or not properly understand, how I can know? I have to evaluate the machine. Next step is evaluation. And this evaluation is nothing but accuracy. With what accuracy it is able to predict the, or with what accuracy it is going to give the correct answers. What is the accuracy? Right? So we are going to evaluate that one. We are going to generate the accuracy. We'll get the accuracy. And if this accuracy satisfies our business requirement, then we'll present the same to the client and we'll share our project. Finally, we'll submit our project to the client. If this is not satisfying our business problem requirement, again, we have to restart. We have to redo. Till the business requirement is satisfied, we have to do the project. Once the business requirement is satisfied, only we can submit to the client. Now, here for a data science, there are multiple teams will work. Not only one single person is going to do entire things from the starting to end. Multiple teams will work. What are the teams will work? First one is data engineer team. Data engineer team is going to collect the data from various sources. They'll collect the data, whether they are going to do from the websites or they are going to collect from the databases, or whether they are going to collect from the cloud. That is data engineer work. Data will be collected by the data engineers, and they are going to create with respect to ETLs, pipelines. What pipelines? Data pipelines. Okay, so they will collect the data, and once this data will be transferred to the data scientist. Data science team work is to analyze and make the meaningful information from that and predict for the future data. Analyzing and predicting for the future data, what would be the future. That is with respect to the data science team. Data engineer is different, data science is different. And once we analyze that one, we are going to share our project to the deployment team, where to the software developers. They are going to deploy this one as per the requirement of the client. This is a different role, this is a different role, and this is a different role. Not everything is data science, right? The software developers are going to deploy this one in either website or in the cloud or as per the requirements of the client, wherever they require. For example, they required with respect to one Android app. They want to create an Android app. Means data scientists should learn the Android app. Tomorrow they want to deploy that one in the iOS. Means we have to learn the iOS. All right. So our work is to analyze the data and to predict with maximum accuracy. Whatever the prediction in the future data, we want to do with maximum accuracy. This is our task. Our work is this one. Not focusing on the deployment part or not focusing on the collecting the data. This is other roles. Right? Is that clear now? What is meant by modeling? As one of the students is asking, what is meant by modeling? Modeling means creating the machine learning model where it able to predict the answer. Right? Let us see one by one all these 6 steps. Whatever I'm having here, the 6 steps, every step I'm going to implement in the today's class, each and everything, detailedly, clearly. Okay, let's move on. to the practical implementation along with the theoretical, every step by step, one by one. Okay, done, guys. Now, so let's start the first step. So here, as I have told you, first what we have to do is we have to give the data. For example, if I say that SRK is a good trainer, SRK is a good trainer, whether it is a positive or negative, as some of the students are typing very good, nice, all these things, whatever the things are there, whether it is a positive word or a negative word. Yes, you are saying it is a positive word. Okay, fine. How you have told me that the answer is positive? How it is? How it is possible? Because based on the word called as good. Who told you good means positive? Who told you? Who told you good means positive? Means you have learned that one, right? In your school days, you have learned the English language. In the English language, where you have understand what is meaning of the good. So first you have learned that one. You have learned that one. So you have learned that one. Similarly, now machine also has to learn the data. How you are understanding, machine also should understand, right? So we have to teach the machine also. Good word means it is a positive word. We have to teach the machine. Now, what is the difference then a human learning versus machine learning means? Both of them are same, but while processing, when compared to a human, machine will do very fastly. That's it. That is the only difference. When compared to processing, when compared to human, machines are doing very fast. That is the reason we are taking the help of machine. If machines are slow when compared to humans, means none of them will work on the machine. Right? So just we are going to train the machine and we are going to create a model from that. The model, once we create the model, we are going to give the new information and we are going to predict with respect to whether it is a either positive sentiment or a negative sentiment, positive or negative. Is that clear? Means here, to be more precise with you, I'm going to share some of the data to the machine. What data? Emails. Some of the emails. I'm going to share to the machine some of the emails, which are some of them might be spam mails and some of them are normal mails, which are not a spam mails. I'll share to the machine. I'll ask the machine to read them and to understand them. Which mail is why it is related to spam, why it is related to normal. I'll ask the machine to understand. And once it understands and the machine is ready, now I will give a new mail, some mail I'll give, and I will check whether it is a spam or a normal. While training, whatever the mail I have given, while testing, I'm not going to test on the same. The future, tomorrow, one mail you are going to get. That mail, what type of mail you are going to get? None of them knows, right? We are going to get one mail, and whether that mail is a spam mail or a normal mail, it is going to predict it. I want this prediction with a maximum accuracy. This is my ultimate goal. Is that clear? Now, let us see one by one, step by step, practical implementation, one by one. So for which I'm going to use the Python, right? For doing this particular project, I'm going to using the Python. Generally, data science projects will be done using the Python. So I'm going to work on the Python. What is my first step? So in the PPT, as I have shown you, the CRISP-DM methodology. What is my first step is business understanding. So I'm writing here my first step, step number 1. Step 1, which is called as business problem understanding. This is my step 1. Okay, this is my step 1. What is my business problem? What is my business problem? the business problem is in terms of to create a model. The business problem is to create a machine learning model, which can predict, the mail, the given mail, whatever the given mail is a spam or normal. I have to create a machine learning model which can predict the given mail which is spam or normal with maximum accuracy. Whatever I can do with maximum accuracy, I have to work. That is the requirement. Business requirement is this. Okay, is that clear? The business requirement, we have to create a machine learning model which can predict the mail as a normal or a spam mail with maximum accuracy. That is the business requirement. Done. Now let's move on to the step 2. First step is clear, guys, everyone. Step 1, whatever the business understanding. Now let us move on to the step 2. Within the Crispedium, I'm moving to the step 2. What is my step 2? Step 2 is data understanding. So I have to understand my data. So first understanding data means first I have to take the data. First I have to collect the data from the data engineer team. So the data engineer team is going to share me the data. Okay, they are going to share me the data. So what is the data they are going to share me means? So let me open. This is the data. This is the data set they have shared to me. The data engineer team has shared me. This is the data file. This is the type of the file is just a flat file. They have shared me as a flat file. So let me open the data. So open with, I'm clicking on the open with, and I'm opening with Notepad. It is a flat file, where in this flat file, I'm having with respect to the messages or the mails, whatever it is, and along with the output variable, whether it is a spam mail or a ham mail, right? So I'm having the message along with that, whether it is a spam mail or a ham mail. This is all the already completed data. This is not the future data. Whatever the data I'm going to get tomorrow or after 1 hour, this is not that data. This already, okay, this is the past data. This is not the future data. This is the past data, which is used for training purpose. So this is the data set which I'm having. Now, this data set I'm going to load and I'm going to understand very clearly. So for loading, what I'm going to use is pandas is the library. I'm going to work on the pandas. So I'm going to import pandas as PD. Now, what is pandas library and what is this and everything? Then you have to attend my classes, regular classes. If I start explaining everything like this one also means automatically today's class will be 4 to 5 hours session, right? In between, some of them might be sleeping or some of them will be moving, right? Done. So I'm going to import the pandas as PD, and within the pandas there is a function called as read CSV, and I'm going to work on the file name called as SMS spam collection. SMS spam collection. This is the file name which I'm going to work. But this is not in the tabular format, right? It is not a CSV file or Excel sheet. So then it is in the flat file where the values are separated based on the tab. So I'm going to use the separator is equal to tab. So the values are separated based on the tab. Now what happens in this, whatever the data I'm having, which I have used the Notepad. So this data before to the tab, it is considering as one column, and after the tab space, it is considering as the second column. So it is going to create into 2 columns where the separation was taken place based on the tab, right? Is that clear? Now, just I'm going to work on the tab, that is CSV file, and tab space, and I'm writing df. So now here you can see whatever the mails I am having, the file was imported into the Python. So here I have imported everything used on the Python, right? Now, if you observe the first one, the first, whatever the first mail I'm having, whatever the first SMS I'm having, the first SMS along with the ham is nothing but normal mail, spam is which is a spam one, right? Now, the first one, whatever I'm having the first one, it automatically taking the heading. The first one is considered as the heading, column names. In the Jupyter notebook, it is considering the first one as the column names. No, I don't want like that. So what I'm going to write is, I'm going to write the column names as names is equal to, the left side one is called as, output variable is called as label. I'm going to name it as label. And the second column, I'm going to give the name it as some kind of message. I'm going to write like this. Now, whatever I have kept here, the message word, message is taken here and label was taken as the column names. Right? Is that clear? Now from here, now what is the main thing? I have loaded the data. Now I have to understand my data very clearly. Now, what are the data I'm having is message and label. These are the two columns which I'm having. Now, total how many records are there? df.info. So here total 5,572 records are there. So from info, I can get the shape of the data set. 5,572 records along with the two columns. There are two columns. What are the column names? Label and message. What are the index numbers? 0 and 1. Column index number 0, column index number 1. Where in the Python, the index number starts with 0. Next, how many of them are non-null miss? There is with respect to how many of them are non-null miss, total 5,500 of them are 5,572 of them are non-null miss. Null records are equal to 0. From this, null is equal to 0 because 5,572 minus 5,572, which is equal to 0. Similarly, here also 5,572 non-null, which is equal to 0. Null records are equal to 0. So instead of writing df.shape separately, df.column separately, df.data type separately, df. With respect to index numbers, index separately, instead of writing like this, I'm getting everything in one shot by using the df.info. In the df.info, you'll get the shape, total 5,572 records with two columns. Shape you are going to get, column names you are going to get, column index numbers you are going to get, data types you are going to get. Everything you can get in a single shot by using the df.info. Right? Now, is there any missing values? df.isNull.sum. I'm checking, is there any missing values in my data set? Right, there is no missing values. In my data set, there is no missing values. If there are missing values are there, what I have to do? In this case, we have to drop the missing values because we can't create the data, right? We can't create the, we are having only two columns. One is question and one is answer. One is message, one is output, which is either it is a spam or a ham. If you are having the answer, you are going to create the message. As per your choice, you are creating your own message. For your message, you are only predicting the answers, right? In this case, if there are missing values are there, in this particular example, we have to drop. That depends upon the situation. Drop NA. Drop NA means wherever the missing values are there, it has to drop. Sir, whether I have to drop, whether I have to do something more, others, what I have to do, means that depends upon the application to application. So that is the reason we should be familiar with number of projects. We should get experience with number of projects while we are training. So in my training, I'm going to cover with 15 plus real-time projects. Obviously, in 15 real-time projects, we'll understand in which case we have to replace, in which case we have to fill the values, and in which case we have to drop like this. Is that clear? Now I understand about my data. very clearly. So it is going to consist of some kind of mails or SMSs where the output variable is either ham or spam. And I want to predict for a new unknown. For example, I'm going to get a new SMS. A new SMS is called as hello, hello, sir. How are you? Some person is sending an SMS like this or some mail like this, whether it is a normal mail or a spam mail. I want to predict this one. Some person is sending, you won a lottery. You won a lottery of 1 crore. One person has sent like this, whether it is a normal mail or a spam mail. Now I want to classify properly. I want to classify them with the maximum accuracy. Right? Is that clear? Now, this is the second step. Now, what is the third step? Step number 3. In our project, what is the step number 3? Step number 3 is data preparation. So let us get into the data preparation. Step number 3, which is nothing but data preparation, or which is also called as data pre-processing. Data preparation or data pre-processing. Now, how to process the text data? This is not a image data. This is not a videos. This is not audios. So for different types of data, we have to process in a different way. All the data are not same, right? So each data we have to process in a different way. Now here, what we are going to do for text data, how we are going to process the information that we are going to use based on the text cleaning and followed by vectorization. 2 steps we have to do. Within the text data, 2 steps we have to do. First one is called as point number 1 is called as data cleaning. First, we have to clean the data. Which data? Text data. So it is called as text cleaning. This is called as text cleaning. First, we have to clean the text data. This is first step. And second, we have to convert this text data to a structured data, which is called as vectorization. Text vectorization we have to do. Means where we are going to convert the unstructured data to structured data is called as text vectorization. Right? So we are going to do the text cleaning and followed by text vectorization. Okay. Text cleaning and text vectorization. Now, what is meant by text cleaning? In the text cleaning, what are the things we are going to apply? In the text cleaning, what are the things I'm going to apply? Means first, I'm going to remove the punctuation marks. Punctuations are not important for analyzing the whether it is a spam mail or a ham mail. If you say, good morning, sir, good morning, sir, good morning, sir, whatever the expression, answer is same, good morning only. Your expressions will not change the content. Your expression doesn't mix with respect to the difference of whether it is a spam or a ham. If you say loudly also good morning only, if you say slowly also it is good morning only. It is not going to change. So there is no importance with respect to the punctuations. If you give the gaps also, answer is same. If you don't give the gaps, full stops, commas, all these things are not important for us to analyze the data. Which type of data? Text data. When we are working on the sentiment analysis, that is not important. When we are working on the different analysis, that is thematic analysis, there the grammar is also important. There the grammar is also important, punctuation marks are important, spellings are important, everything are important in that scenario. In this scenario, it is not important. Again, it depends upon the application. All applications are not same. Okay. So for example, in the mail, you are typing something there, you are writing with respect to tanks. And if you write automatically, if you give after the tank space, automatically it shows that end regards. If I open something like some mail, I'm opening my mail. In that mail, if I write with respect to this, Here I'm writing hello, SRK. Okay, something I'm writing like this, and thanks. And if I write with respect to, and if I write some kind of content, thanks for your feedback and for all these things, and something I'm writing, and finally if I write thanks and if I write means automatically it shows the regards. That application is different. There the algorithm is working is different. Sentiment analysis is different. Both are different. Both can't be the same, right? So remove the punctuations, and we are going to remove the stop words. Stop words means which are words which are not important. They are called as stop words, and we are going to apply the stemming. Finally, we'll apply the stemming. Stemming means breaking to the base word to the stem word, that is base word. Okay. Now, next one is called as text vectorization. In the text vectorization, converting the data from unstructured text data to structured data is called as text vectorization, right? So these are the things which I'm going to process. So for that, what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to import the library called as NLTK, because these all of them I can do the text analysis I can do only in the library called as NLTK. So I'm going to import the NLTK. And second, I'm going to import the RE. RE means regular expression, where I want to remove the punctuations. Easy, I can do this by using these libraries. The work will be very easy. Why Python is the best one means because it is having multiple libraries, which makes the user very easy to work, right? Next, from NLTK dot corpus, I'm going to import from NLTK.corpus, I'm going to import the stop words, because stop words are not useful for me. To remove the stop words, I'm going to import them. Similarly, from NLTK.stem, I'm going to import Porter stemmer. Right? These are the things which I'm going to import. Now, what I'm going to do, I have to remove the first one is remove the punctuations. So for removing the punctuations, I'm going to use RE module. RE.sub. Sub means subtract. Remove this. What you have to remove? The things apart from, okay, apart from small a to small z and caps lock a to caps lock z. Apart from this, which is either small a to small z and caps lock a to caps lock z, and space. Space also important for me. Apart from the space, you have to remove everything. Apart from small a to small z and caps lock a to caps lock z, you have to remove everything, right? And from which one you have to remove? Within the data frame, there is a message. What are the messages we are having? In the message, you have to remove that one. From the given message, you have to remove that one. So what first message, you have to select the first message, followed by second message, followed by third message, like this. Each and every message you have to do. So for which I'm going to take I, and I'm applying the for loop for I in range of. For I in range of total how many? Length of df. So total 5572. So it has to apply for each and everything. For each and everything, this has to be done. This concept has to be applied for each and everything. And now whatever the data after removing this punctuations, whatever the data I have got, that I'm going to store in the text, the word called as text, right? Now in the text, whatever the output after removing the punctuations, whatever I have got, for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them as lowercase. I'm going to convert that one to the lowercase. After converting to lowercase, now I'm going to split them. Why I'm splitting? Because I have to remove the stop words. For removing the stop words, the entire message has to be split into the first words. I'm going to split into the words. Then why you have converted to lowercase, sir? Because all the stop words, if you observe, every stop word, basically it is in the lowercase. For example, if you want this one, I can show you. From nltk.corpus, whatever these stop words are there. So if you observe this stop words, I'm opening the stop words, whatever the stop words I'm having, stop words. If you check the list of stop words, see all the list of stop words in the lowercase one. Every stop word is in the lowercase. So in order to have the lowercase, for that reason, first I'm going to lower them. And that too, these are the words. Words means I can't take the entire message. First, I have to break them into the words. So I'm going to break them into the words. And whatever the words I have got finally, that words, I'm going to do the stemming. Stemming means to the base word. So to the base word, I'm going to bring to the base word, which is called as stemming word, stem word. So where I'm going to store this PS is equal to Porter stemmer. Right? So I'm going to apply this same thing to the base word, PS dot stem of word. I'm going to take PS of stem of the word for each word, for whatever the word in text document, whatever there is in the text, if the word is not available, if not word in stop words of English, which is English words within this, if it is not there only, it has to apply. Right? And whatever the final output I have got, again, I'm going to join into the single message. Finally, I have to join them into the message. So for that, I'm going to use the dot join. How I'm going to join is by using the space. I'm going to use the space and I'm going to use the join. And after joining everything I want to, whatever the each and every message I have got, these messages, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep in a empty list called as corpus. The empty list name is called as corpus. And for this corpus, I'm going to append corpus dot append. For this list, you are going to append the whatever the data. Now, it is going to execute one by one. Everything will be. So, sir, can you explain in a simple terms? Okay, let me explain in a simple terms. Let us have like this. He is a good boy. We are having something. He is a good boy. Full stop like this. Out of which one of the letter is caps lock and full stop is there. Something I'm having. So what happens in the first line? It is going to take he is a good boy, out of which the letters which are from caps lock A to caps lock Z, small a to small z, and space. These things will be considered. Apart from that, everything will not be considered. Means everything will be removed. So what it is going to do? H. Okay, it should be considered. E should be considered. Space should be considered. E should be considered. Space should be considered. A should be considered. G, O, B, B, O, Y. These all should be considered. Full stop only should not be considered. So full stop will be removed. This line gives the output in this way. This is the output of this one. It removes only the punctuations. After this, what is this one? Lowercase. Lowercase means each and everything will be lowered. When you are applying the dot lower, every letter will be lower. It will be converted to lowercase. Next, split function. When you are writing this one, it is going to split like this. He is a good boy. It is going to split word to word. It is going to split all the words in the sentence. Now what I'm going to do, whichever the word is not available in the stop words, consider that word only. If it is in the stop words, remove that one. First it will check the he. Okay, it is in the stop word. It will remove. It is stop word, remove. Yeah, stop word, remove. These words will be removed. Now, what are the balance words was left out is good boy. These are the two words was left out. And after that, what I'm going to do, join. Join means it is going to convert as a good boy. So from this one to this is the final answer. If I give this is the initially, finally after cleaning, I will get this one as the output. Is that clear? Step by step. Yes, it will delete automatically if numbers also will be deleted. If you don't include the numbers also will be deleted. If you want to include numbers means include the numbers 0 to 9. If you don't include means automatically it will remove the numbers also by default. Whatever the words you have got, everything it will be processed in this way, step by step. For each line, the meaning I have written clearly. NLTK full form, Natural Language Toolkit, is the full form, which is the library used for the processing the text data. Stop words means unnecessary words. For example, let us open the Google. I'm opening the Google. In the Google, here I'm typing what is meant by temperature. What is meant by temperature? Or what is meant by data science? What is meant by data science? I have written like this and I'm executing. Now I have got something, some websites. First website, after removing the ads, first website I have got from the data science is a study of extracting the meaningful information for the business, right? So here what I'm going to do is, what is meant by data science is I'm removing. Now read the same sentence. Instead of is, now read the same sentence. What meant by data science and execute. Are you going to get the same answer, right? With now just remove the by. Again execute. Again you are getting the same answer. So here what is word, what is meant by word now? What is the use of is and what is the by? Because I am getting the same answer now. Answer is going to be the same, right? If I use is also I'm getting the same answer. If I'm using the by also I'm getting the same answer. Right? So those words are not useful while processing. Those words are called as stop words. Now it is clear what is meant by stop words. Done? Done, guys. Now, so in this way, we are going to process the data. Now, once the cleaning was completed, now what we are going to do is vectorization. Next step is vectorization. So for vectorization, what is meant by vectorization? Vectorization means converting the unstructured data to structured data. Converting unstructured to structured. Sir, how it is going to convert? Let us see. Huge from sklearn dot future extraction. I'm going to use future extraction is the module dot text. I'm going to import the count vectorizer. So for vectorization, I have to do one function I'm going to use. The function name is called as count vectorizer. Okay. Now this count vectorizer, whatever the vectorizer is there, I'm going to write this function in a variable called as CV. I'm going to store that one in a variable called as CV. Why you have to store in a variable? Otherwise, every time we have to use vectorizer, count vectorizer, full form. Every time we have to use full form. Instead of writing that count vectorizer like that, I'll go with a shortcut called as CV. So I don't need to use every time count vectorizer, that much of big word. Shortcut, I'll use only CV, wherever it is required. Right? Now, what is the CV? So CV dot, what I'm going to do? CV dot fit underscore transform the given data. What are the given data is there? That is corpus. Entire data is in the corpus. So I'm going to give to the corpus dot to array. Okay. I'm going to do this one. And after doing this one, I'm going to store in a variable called as X. I'm just storing in the variable called as X. Now, it is saying that there is no module found error, that some kind of problem. Extraction spelling is wrong. Okay, done. So now it is going to execute this count vectorizer concept. Now, what is meant by count vectorizer? Right? Now, let us understand what is meant by count vectorizer. Count vectorizer means, for example, I'm having sentences like this. He is a good boy. Full stop. Okay, let me write clearly here. He is a good boy. Full stop. She is a good girl. Full stop. Boy and symbol, girl are good, and full stop. Now, after applying the text cleaning, it is going to remove this one as a stop word, and I'm going to get as a good boy only. Full stop also will be removed. Full stop also will be removed. She is a stop word removed. This one will be removed, and full stop will be removed, and I will get as a good girl. The second sentence I'm going to get as a good girl. Third sentence, this will be converted to small letter, boy, end will be removed, girl, R is removed, full stop is removed, and good. Finally, I left out with this one only. These three sentences, after text cleaning, I'm going to get like this. Now, this one, I'm going to convert as a struct. This is unstructured text data. Now, I'm going to convert to a structured data. How I'm going to convert as a structured data means, I'm going to apply the count vectorizer. Now, what is meant by count vectorizer? Count vectorizer means where it is going to count the words. Count vectorizer counts the word. Count the number of words. Number of repetition of the words. It is just counts, right? So now what it is going to do? So first here, whatever the data I have got, let us take this is the data. After cleaning, this is the data. Now this data, what are the unique words are there here? One is good. First word is called as good word. Second word is called as boy. Third one is girl. These are the three unique words are there. Each unique word, you are going to create one column. Create one column for each unique word. So this word, whatever the good word is there, you are going to create in the alphabetical order. We have to write in the alphabetical order. First one is boy, followed by girl, followed by good. Just write in the alphabetical order. After writing alphabetical order, in this first sentence, how many goods are there? One is there. How many boys are there? One is there. How many girls are there? Zero is there. In this second sentence, how many good are there? One are there. How many girls are there? One are there. How many boys are there? Zero. In this sentence, 1, 1, 1. This entire data was converted like a structured data in this way. This is called as count vectorization. Okay. For example, here you are having a good boy. Then automatically this is 2. Good boy like this. Then again, this is also 2. Boy 3. How many times the word was repeated? Just it is counting. That's it. For example, sir, here you have got with respect to some kind of good boy. This is output is good boy. So you are writing 101. For example, boy good. Output is boy good. Answer remains same. Answer is not going to change. Here sequence is not important for me. For my analysis, wherever the sequence is not required, in that case, we have to go with the count vectorizer. If you require the sequence means this concept is not applicable. In that case, we have to go with a different concept. For that, we require a different application. Right? Is that clear? This is the count vectorizer. Now, what is meant by difference between a structured versus unstructured? Structured means which is in a tabular format is called as structured data. Unstructured means which is not having any kind of format is called as unstructured data. Nilesh. Right? Now here in this case I'm just counting the values. Sir, now the question, why you have to count the values, sir? What is the purpose of counting? That you are going to see now. What is the purpose of counting and why we have to do that one? So if you observe here, my x, whatever the x is there, x dot shape, I'm going to check my x dot shape, where I'm having total 5572 records. How many unique words are there? Miss 6296 unique words are there in my entire data. My data set consists of in that way. Right now, next, so now X data, that is messages, you have cleaned and you have vectorized and finally you have got in a structured format. Now coming to your wide output variable, this is input. Input data is clear. Structured data, need data, clear. Now coming to the output data. Now what is meant by output data? Output data is label, which is in the label. This is the output data, which consists of either ham or spam. Now what I'm going to do is this one, I'm going to replace wherever the ham is there. I'm going to replace wherever the ham. So for that, I'm going to use the dictionary. Okay. Wherever the ham is there, I'm going to replace with 0. And wherever the spam is there, I'm going to replace with 1. Okay. And in place is equal to true. I'm writing in place is equal to true. Means it is going to replace in the original one. Now let us see whatever the output variable I'm having, df of label. Let us see df of label. Now wherever the hams are there, everything has been converted to 0. Wherever the spams are there, everything converted to 1. Why we have to do this one? Means because the machine doesn't understand the text data directly. We have to convert them into the numerical format. Then only we can share to the machine. Right? Rajshekhar is asking, can you please explain me the output of x dot shape? X dot shape means this is number of records. Number of records are whatever the number of we are having. Total number of records are 5572. Each message is a record. And in the each message, and we are going to get a total number of unique words are 6296 unique words are there. Each unique word is a column. Is that clear? Next. Yes, here we can use with respect to either one hot encoding, you can go with label encoding, because we are having only 2 categories, right? You can select any kind of encoding as per your choice. Absolutely no problem. Right? Now this label, whatever I'm having, I'm going to keep it in the y. Y is equal to df dot label. Now x is ready, y is ready. Both of them are ready. Next, what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the train test split. So from sklearn dot model selection, from sklearn dot model selection, I'm going to import train test split. Train test split. This is the thing which I'm going to import. And I'm going to divide the data into 2 parts. One is for training purpose and one is testing the mission, because I have to do the evaluation, right? For evaluation, I require that some data. For data, I'm doing the splitting the data into 2 parts. One is for training purpose and one is for the testing purpose. Right? sklearn is a library name which is used for machine learning. Right? Xtrain, Xtest, Ytrain, and Ytest. And you are going to use train test split. Train test split, where you are going to take x, y, and test size. I'm going to consider as 20%. 20% I'm giving for my test size. And random state, I'm going to mention the random state is equal to 0. Yes, done. So I'm going to execute this one. Yes. So by this, the pre-processing stage was completed. So the X was converted to a structured data, Y was converted to a structured data, and that to numerical format. And finally, train test split. Why we have to do the train test split? Because some part we have to use for training and whether our model is doing best or not. So in order to evaluate, right, we have to do the evaluation, right? So to evaluate, we require some data, right? For that, I'm going to select the test data. And I'm going to select the test size of 20%. 80% I'm using for training purpose, 20% of the data I'm using for the testing purpose. Done. Next, I'm moving on to the next stage called as step 4, stage 4 in the data science project, step 4, which is called as modeling. Now I'm going to apply the machine learning. Step 4, which is called as modeling. So here I'm going to use an algorithm called as Naive-Bayes algorithm. Now, what is meant by Naive-Bayes? Naive-Bayes algorithm. So let us see the theory part of the Naive-Bayes algorithm. So Naive-Bayes algorithm works on the concept called as conditional probability. It works on the concept called as probability. Okay. So it is going to work on the concept called as conditional probability. Conditional probability means if one of the condition is satisfied, what is the probability of getting that? For example, let us take like this. What is the probability of India? Let us take, there is a match between India versus Australia. What is the probability of India winning the match? Is called as a normal probability. This is called as a general probability. This is called as a general probability. If you ask the same question, what is the probability of India winning the match when India won the toss? In this case, you are calculating the probability. In this case, you are calculating the probability of whether India, what is the probability that India is going to win when India won the toss. When India won the toss. So when India won the toss is first has to be completed. First this is completed only, then only you can calculate the what is the probability of India winning the match. This is called as conditional probability. So here this concept is here we are going to apply the same concept, and that concept is by applying the Naive-Bayes classifier. Naive-Bayes classifier is also called as probability classifier, right? So how it is going to work? Let us see with a simple example, easiest example, so that you can understand very easily. So let us assume we are having total 12 maize in our training data set, which is used for training the machine. Total 12 maize I have given for my machine to understand, out of which 8 of them are normal maize and 4 of them are spam maize. Okay, total 12 maize I have given for my training purpose to train the machine. And out of these 12 maize, I'm having 4 different words. One is called as friend, offer, money, wonderful. 4 words are there. In the entire 12 maize, only these 4 words are left out. These are the 4 unique words. 4 columns only you are having. Maize are 12, means your number of records are 12. Your shape is 12, 4. 12, 4 is the shape. Where 12 records are there, 12 maize are there, out of which 4 words only are there. In that 12 words, 12 maize, only 4 unique words are there. Out of which in the non-spam, total we are having friend with respect to 8 words are there. Offer, 1 word is there. Money, 2 words are there. Wonderful, we are having 6 words. 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 6, total 17. Total 17 words are there which are related to not a spam. Now, if you calculate the probability of friend, within the not a spam, that is a normal mail. Not spam means which is nothing but normal mail. In your normal mail, what is the probability of friend means? It is 8 by 17, which is 0.47. Probability of offer is 1 by 17. Probability of money is 2 by 17. Total 2 words are there. Out of 17, 2 are money. Out of 17 words, 6 words are related to wonderful. So these are the probability of each and every single word. And overall probability of with respect to maize is 8 by 12. Similarly, if you go with the normal, this is normal maze. Similarly, if you check with respect to the spam maze, you are having in the spam maze also same way, 3 words of friends, 8 words of offer, 8 words of money, and 1 word related to wonderful. And if you calculate the probability of each word, now if you calculate the probability of each word here, so the probability of friend in spam is 3 by 20, because total 20 words are there, out of which 3 of them are friends, which is 0.15. Offer within the spam, it is 0.4. Money within the spam, 0.4. Wonderful within the spam, 0.05. And overall probability of spam is 4 by 12. Total 12 mails are there, out of which 4 of them are spam, 4 by 12, which is 0.33. So this is the data which is you are having. Now, how your machine works and how your machine is going to classify the mails is very simple. Means in which way it is going to do. Just suppose we got a mail called as offer money. We have got a mail called as offer money. This is the mail which you have got. So what it is going to do means it is going to calculate the what is the probability of offer word within the spam into what is the probability of money word within the spam into what is the probability of spam. It will check with respect to this mail, whatever the mail you have sent, this mail, what is the probability within the spam. The same mail, whatever the same mail, that is offer money, same mail within the normal, it is going to check the both of them separately. It is going to calculate the probability. How it is going to do this one means probability of offer within the spam, within the normal, into probability of money within the normal into probability of normal. That's it. Whichever the probability is high, it is going to categorize into that one. So now just see here, being a not spam, that is 0.66, and offer in the not spam and money in the not spam, and it is calculating the overall probability. So the overall probability of not being spam, not being as a spam, not spam, which is normal mail, whatever your mail is there, your mail being as a normal mail, what is the probability miss? This is the probability. Similarly, it is calculating what is the probability for being as a spam. Out of calculating both of them, now which is having the highest probability, whether this one or this one, which is having higher probability? Overall probability is this one, for being spam, this one. So out of these two, this one is highest. So it is going to consider your mail as a spam mail, and it is going to predict as a spam mail. The answer is spam, because the probability is high. So what it is going to do? Very simple. Once again, I'm explaining, very simple. Whatever the mail you are having, the mail inside that, it is going to do the text cleaning, and it will split the words, each and every word. Okay, the entire mail will be split into the multiple words. After splitting the multiple words, your entire mail, just it is going to calculate the probability of first word, second word, each word, your mail being as a normal, and what is the probability of your mail being as a spam. These both of them, it is going to calculate separately, and whichever is having highest one, it is going to send into that. So here, how it is going to calculate the probability of the given mail, whether it is a normal or not, means just it is going to take the formula called as P of normal into P of the word, whatever the word you are having, by normal, into P of second word number 2 being as a normal, of into P of third word being as a normal. Like this, it is going to continue all the words. This is called as prior probability. P of n is called as prior probability. Whatever the P of word by normal is there, this is called as likelihood. Prior probability into likelihood is your Naive Bayes theorem. Nav based works in this way, right? Just prior probability. See here, just whatever the things I have done is write what offer money is the name, right? Done. So let us see once again. So offer money is the mail which I'm going to get. Offer money is the mail. So what I'm going to do, whether this mail is what is the probability for being spam, and the same mail what is the probability for being normal. I'm going to calculate both of them separately. So how I'm going to calculate, first one is probability of the mail, whatever the mail is normal. How to calculate that one? Probability of normal, that is prior probability, into probability of each word. How many words are there? First word is offer. Probability of offer within the normal mail, within the probability of money within the normal mail. So how many mails are there here? Total probability of being not a spam, which is 8 by 12, 0.666 into probability of offer being as a normal offer word in normal. What is the probability? 0.058. Probability of money within the normal. What is the probability? 0.11. Just it is multiplied. Similarly, the same mail, what is the probability being as a spam? Probability of spam into probability of offer word within the spam into probability of money word within the spam. Now here 0.333 into offer. What is the this one? 0.40 into 0.40. Multiply. And out of these two, whichever is having the highest one, select into that. First, your question is from where you got all these values? That is the question. This data I have got based on the training data, whatever I have provided to the machine. It identified all these things in my given data. The machine will do all these things. Automatically, it will do all these things. Whatever the each word is there, for each word, it will do the probability calculations in the backend. These, whatever the things are there, this is the backend of the machine learning. If you are having a just of 12 mails and out of which 4 are normal mails and 4 of them are spam mails, and you are having just these many words mails, we can do manually. Simple, we can do calculations. But we are having 6,296 unique words are there. For 6,296 unique words, it is going to calculate the probability separate. Is that clear now? So how it is going to calculate? How it is going to calculate means very simple. Just I'm going to work on the Nav-Bayes theorem. For working on the Nav-Bayes theorem, I'm going to import. Everyone will assume that machine learning means very big one, but machine learning code is just 3 lines of code. One is called as import. First, you have to import your algorithm. This is your first step. Basically, machine learning is of only 3 words, 3 sentences. First one is you have to import your algorithm, whatever the algorithm you want. So the algorithm I'm going to work called as multinomial NB. This is multinomial Nav-Bayes theorem. And this one I'm going to save. This is my second line. This is the first line. Where is import? In the second line, multinomial. So multinomial NB, whatever the NB is there, multinomial NB. And in the third line, I'm going to fit on the data. Fit means calculate. The probabilities will be calculated. When I'm fitting only, it will calculate the probabilities. What it is going to do, the probabilities, how it is going to calculate the probabilities means whatever the data I'm providing. Here I'm going to provide the train data. So what it is going to do, just it will open the train data. Whatever the train data is there, just it is going to open the train data. Right? Just a minute. From sklearn dot sklearn.navibase. Navi spelling is wrong. N-A-I-V-E, Navi. Done. Right? So in the train data, whatever the train data is there, it is going to work on the train data. Now in the train data, whatever the data you have shared for the training. So total, how many records are there? Total records are 5,572, out of which 80% you are using for training, 20% you are using for testing. Means 5,572 into 0.8. What is the value? Let us open the calculator. Why calculator here only we can take, right? 5,572 into 0.8, which is nothing but 4,458 records are used for training purpose. 5,572 into 0.2. Which is nothing but 1114 records are used for testing purpose. Out of these 4,458 records, some of them will be spam miss and some of them will be normal miss. So it is going to calculate what is the prior probability for normal, prior probability for spam. And similarly, each word, total 6,296 unique words are there. Right? For each unique word, it is going to calculate what is the probability for normal, what is the probability for spam. Just whatever I have explained in the PPT, in the backend, it is going to apply for total 4,458 records. First, it will calculate the probability of this one separately, this one separately. After that, for each word, it will calculate this one. Is that clear? For example, let us calculate the prior probability. Sir, can you do the manually here also? Yes, xtrain. For example, xtrain dot, whatever you are having the xtrain data, xtrain, sorry, your ytrain, not xtrain, ytrain dot value counts, ask for value counts. So if you check the value counts, so total you are having 3,870 records of ham and 587 records of spam. Now what it is going to do, prior probability of being as a normal is equal to 3870 divided by 3870 plus 587. This is the probability of being a normal. Probability of being a spam is equal to 587 divided by 3870 plus 587. These both of them are prior probabilities. Now, for each word, 6,296 words are there, right? For each word, it is going to calculate separately for probability for being a spam. Separately, it is going to calculate probability for the normal. Is that clear? Done. Now, once modeling is completed, next step is evaluation. Now, whatever the modeling was done, step is evaluation. Step 5 is evaluation. We have to evaluate whether the model is performing well or not. Now, what I'm going to do for that? So my model, I'm going to predict model.predict on the, I'm going to predict it on the X test. I will apply the same logic on the X test. I'll predict on the X test. Once I predict on the X test, whatever the answers I've got, I'll store that one in the ypred underscore test. So just observe this ypred underscore test, whatever you have predicted, ypred underscore text. So here we are having with respect to either zeros or ones. Similarly, you are having the original y test. These are the original answers, that is the predicted answers. Two answers you are having. Can you compare both of them? Whether whether it is, so for example, first record is there. First record, it is predicting as 0. Original answer also 0. Predicting as 1. Original answer also 1. Predicted as 0. Original answer also 0. So just you are cross verifying how many of them are correctly predicted, how many of them are wrongly predicted. So How we are going to check that one? By using the accuracy. So I'm going to check with respect to accuracy from sklearn, from sklearn dot metrics. From sklearn dot metrics, I'm going to import accuracy score. And I'm going to check the accuracy between the original data, that is Y test versus Y pred test. Accuracy underscore score. Which is 97%. 97% is the accuracy. In this way, we are going to evaluate the model. Is that clear now? This is the evaluation. Now, whether my model is a good model or a bad model. Whether my model is a good model or a bad model means that you have to do the model selection, which you have to compare with your train accuracy and test accuracy, whether it is underfitted or overfitted, along with the cross validation. So like this, we are going to do all the steps. Once it is done, now we can start predicting on a new data, completely on a new data. How we are going to predict on a new data? Now using this, I'm going to predict on a new data. How I'm going to able to predict on a new data? Means first you have to collect your mail. Whatever the mail you have got, take the input mail, whatever the input mail or input SMS, whatever it is. So for example, you have got an input mail like this. What is the input mail you have got? Means dear friend. That's it. Nothing else is there. Dear friend. Dear friend with exclamatory marks. Let us make some kind of exclamatory marks like this. Okay, you have got something like this. Now for this, what you have to do? First, you have to clean the data. First, while prediction also, first you have to clean the data, then you have to apply the model. Directly, if you apply the model, it will throw the error. First, you have to do the cleaning and vectorization. That is nothing but text pre-processing you have to do. Text pre-processing, after applying the text pre-processing, then you have to apply the model. So what is the text processing you have to apply? That is nothing but whatever above I have done, the same thing. I'm copying like this. As it is, I'm copying and I'm pasting here. Okay, first I'm going to remove the this one, that is punctuation marks. After removing the punctuation marks, I'm going to lower the text data. After that, I will split the data, and after that, I will apply and I will join the data, and finally I will append to the corpus. So what I'm going to do is here also I'm going to collect one corpus, the list. Corpus is equal to an empty list, where instead of df of message of I, instead of this one, I'm writing the only the input mail. Whatever the input mail I have received, that input mail I'm writing here. So it is going to do the text pre-processing, that is cleaning will be done. Once cleaning is done, now I'm going to get the output. See, let us see the output. What is the output I'm getting? Let us print the corpus. After cleaning, what is the output? Generally, what would be the output, guys? After cleaning, dear word will be converted to small letter DEAR, friend. Exclamation marks will be deleted. So print the corpus. I'm printing the corpus. Dear friend. That's it. Right? Now, what do you have to do? Text vectorization. Text vectorization means nothing but CV dot transform. You're going to use the count vectorizer transform on the given corpus. Corpus means whatever the dear friend is there. For that, you are going to apply dot to array. Means you are converting as an array. And what now? Just observe what is your x value. So you are going to get as an array. Now using this array, what you are going to do? You are going to predict the model. Use the model dot predict on x. Model dot predict on x. Answer is 0. What is meant by 0? 0 means it is a spam mail. So, sorry, it is a ham mail. Ham is converted as 0. We have given that replace of ham as 0, spam as 1, right? So, dear friend is considered as a normal mail. So, for that, what I'm going to write is this one I'm going to save in a variable. If the variable, if predicted answer, whatever the predicted answer is there, if the predicted answer is equal to 0, I'm going to print it as, if it is equal to 0, print it as a normal one. Print as normal, or which is also called as ham. If it is other than that, that is else print as spam. Right now, so the output I'm going to get, dear friend is a normal mail, so it is going to send into a normal one. If here instead of dear friend I'm writing you have won a lottery of 1 crore, then it is sending us a lottery. I'm going to take a lottery. If you write like this, it is saying as it is a spam mail. See, output is spam. Done. Is that clear? So what it is going to do, whatever the mail ID you have got, whatever the mail you have received, this mail will be first processed and it will remove the excellent punctuations, everything, and stop words. And finally, whatever the words are left out, that for that words, it is going to calculate what is the probability for being as a spam and what is the probability being as a ham. And finally, whichever is having the higher probability, it is going to classify into that. Simple. That is the real-time application. In our Gmails or with respect to Yahoo Mails, it is working in this way. The backend is this. Right? Sir, can we use models other than Nowbase? Yes, of course. How to deploy? Deployment part is, I told you, right? Software developers. Collecting the data is not my work. Deploying is not our work. Data scientist. This is a data science project. So I want to show only the implementation of CRISP-DM methodology in this class. Where you want the deployment means you have to enroll for the original course. So here we are having a course. So from tomorrow at 6 p.m. onwards, we are going to start a new batch where we are having with data science and AI, a new batch where it is going to consist of statistics. There I'm going to explain what is statistics, max, the probabilities, data analytics, cleaning the data for different types of data, how we have to clean, and machine learning, deep learning, NLP, computer vision. Means out of these three of them are called as AI. Deep learning, NLP, and computer vision comes under AI. I'm going to show you how to create the machine learning pipelines, how to deploy your data, along with that, how to collect the data, that is by using SQL and Tableau. So everything we are going to cover with 15 real-time projects. Minimum is 15, maximum is 25. For the previous batch, I have covered almost 20 plus projects. And along with that, 2 end-to-end projects I'm going to show you. Complete real life in the companies, what type of projects we are going to work. In the same way, 2 real complete projects we are going to work. The course is going to be for 4 to 4.5 months. In between 4 to 4.5 months. Right? 4 to 4.5 months. And the course fees is going to be 15,000 without videos. With videos, It is 20,000. Right? And where you are going to have with respect to the free Python and Linux. And for this batch, I'm going to add even the deployment in Azure also. Right? We are going to see in Azure also. Right? Free Python and Linux means apart from this course within the Naresh IT, there is a Python course is going on, Python courses and Linux courses that also you'll get at a free of cost by another trainer in a different timings. And I'm going to teach you the Python which is required for the data science only, not entire Python. I'm going to teach you the statistics which is required for data science, not entire your statistics for your clearing your BTech semester exams, not that one. I'm going to work only the Python statistics, the max, whatever related to only the data science, everything related to data science only, not for entire things. You are not going to be a mathematician. You are not enrolling for MSc Max course. So we don't require that much of max, right? What are the max we require for data science? That's it. Right? Data analytics also will be covered and everything related to data science will be done. And in the tomorrow's class, which is going to be the first demo class. So you can enroll how you have registered for today. Similarly, please register for tomorrow's class also and attend the demo classes. And after that, you decide. There, I'm going to detail explain about the course structure and the course. In this today's session is for only for real-time project application. Can we expect such free workshops more? No. Or yes, I don't know. Exact answer, I don't know. That you have to contact with Naresh IT team. Can we get today's class recording? Of course, you can get, but they are going to upload this one in the YouTube. Directly, you can get there itself. Right now, so, okay, this project we have done. What is the real-time application? Already I have told you multiple times this we are going to use. Now let us see here. We are having some kind of reviews. Google reviews are there. Now, what is your work? As one of the student is asking, sir, you have completed everything in just in 2 hours only, but in the real life in data science project, we are going to do 4 months to 1 year. What we are going to do there? Right? Now, let us see one more real-time application, live project. Now, what is meant by live project? Now you'll understand. Let us see one live project. Right? So here, let us in the Google, I'm typing with respect to Naresh. In the Google, directly I'm typing Naresh IT Google reviews. Directly Naresh IT only I'm typing. Okay. Now, here there is a Naresh IT Google reviews are available. 5,288 Google reviews are available. Out of these Google reviews, how many of them are positive and how many of them negative? Classify. So that the end user can get understanding whether Naresh IT is a good institute or a bad institute easily. Naresh IT wants that one. As a client, Naresh IT is a client and they have given me the project. SRK, can you work on a project that can you classify my reviews and so that we can get easy way and the students can understand everything in an easy way. The users will be very easy. The end users, it will be very easy for them to understand whether our institute is a good one or a bad one. And second, at the same time, I can understand with respect to individual faculty whether they are doing good or bad. So here I'm having multiple reviews, right? So you can see some of the reviews. As I recently 2 days back only I have completed one of the batch at 7:30. So some of the students has given me reviews. So data science course So wherever the review is there, the review, you can see all the reviews one by one, right? So mostly recently my reviews only will be there because 2 days back only I have completed, right? So here we'll have some kind of reviews, right? SRK means me only, Shivaram Krishna, right? So some reviews. Now these reviews are positive reviews or negative reviews. We have to classify them. And I want to check with respect to whether it is a good one or a bad one. Course is a good one or a bad one. And trainer is doing good or bad. For example, Naresh sir wants to see whether the trainers are doing good or bad. Everything. This is a live project, right? Directly you are going to extract the data from the Google itself, the reviews, whatever the reviews are there, and you are going to work. Right? Now, after reading every review, after analyzing each and every review, you will identify most of my reviews will be very positive, right? Now, each and every review will be very high level and very good feedback I have received from my previous batch. So here you can have with respect to very good reviews, right? Now, here there is a bug. Once you analyze this data, for example, after analyzing the data, so first you are extracting the data here. Whatever the data is there, you are extracting the data. For example, this is the thing you are extracting. This is a positive or negative. First time you have to give the label. So that is the data engineer work. Data engineer is going to collect the data from the websites and he is going to scrap the website. And from that, he is going to arrange the labels for that. Everything he is going to work. That is data engineer work. Right? That is the data engineer work. And he is going to do that. And once I get the data, now from this ratings are there. So he is going to create a separate column for the ratings. He is going to create a separate column for the review. He is going to create a separate column for the trainer name. Here, me is the trainer. Some other reviews will be there. Some other trainers will be there, right? So he is going to check that one. So all these things, so multiple reviews, he is going to create a data set. That is the work of the data engineer, not the work of data scientist. Now the data engineer is going to do all of them. Once we get the entire data, now we are going to analyze. Now, for example, you are writing here, SRK is a bad trainer. You want to predict for this, whether it is a positive one or negative one. It is going to predict as a positive one. It will predict as a positive one. Why? Because in the training, whatever the review and the label you have given, everything is positive. First one positive, second one is positive, third one is positive, fourth one is positive. Like this, whatever the reviews I'm having, every review is a positive review. Every review, wherever my name they have mentioned, everything is a positive review. So all the reviews, whichever is there in the positive, now you have not trained your machine with negative, then how it can predict with negative? If you train the machine with negative, means it will predict the negative. You have not even trained with negative. Your machine was not trained with negative word also. Then from where it will predict? So that is the bug. At the same time, don't write negative reviews. Okay, example only I'm saying. In real life, if you are having with respect to something only positive reviews, means some of the data we are going to add some negatives also. We are going to create the data, synthetic data. These are called as bugs in real life. Right? And we have to work on them. Right? If you see each and every review, just see all the reviews. Right? With respect to each and every review. So almost every review is a positive review. There is no one negative review also. Okay. Simple. If there is no negative review, machine was not trained with negative, so it can't predict. So some positive reviews, some negative reviews we have to give, and the machine has to understand the data properly, then it can be able to predict the answers. Is that clear, guys? Now, what is the use of analyzing the reviews? Okay, now you are analyzing the Naresh IT reviews. What is the use? As a student, you are going to get the better course with a better trainer, with a good trainer. That is the advantage for the student. By analyzing the reviews, that is the advantage for the students. Naresh sir, now Naresh sir is going to analyze the reviews. What is the advantage he is going to get then while analyzing the project? He is going to get with respect to a good faculty. If wherever there is a bad faculty, he is going to take an action. Either he will remove or he will give any kind of warning. He will remove the trainer. Why he will remove the trainer? Because he wants the best one. Because he wants the good business. He wants a good reputation. Simple. That is the real-time application means. Now it is clear. Like this, we are going to do 15 plus real-time projects in the class. Right? Yes. Now you can type your questions, guys. And 730 students are writing that happy to hear your voice once again, sir. Yes. I'm also happy to see all the students, my previous students also. If anyone has had it. Sir, where we are training the data. Training the data is nothing but this one only, right? Modeling. Modeling is called as training. This is the whatever you have done the modeling, that is the training. Fit means calculate. It is going to calculate the probabilities. How it is going to calculate probabilities? Whatever the data was given, from that it is going to do. Based on the data only, right? Calculation of probability will be done. Sir, why should we not use fit and transform? Fit and transform means fit means calculate, transform means convert. So when you are doing encoding, we have to do the fit and transform. Only calculation you require is fit. If you want to convert the data from 1 to 0, I mean encode, you have to convert the values. Then transform. It is an excellent workshop, sir. Thank you. So training the data and modeling is same. Exactly. Training the data is called as modeling. Modeling means machine learning the data. Your teaching is very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Raghav. Kavya, I'm your old batch student of 1030. Happy to listen your voice once again, sir. Thank you. Excellent section. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all your feedbacks. Next, can a mechanical engineer can do this? Yes, obviously, right? Anyone, irrespective of their background, easily, step by step, if they follow, the only thing you require for this course is passion. The only thing required is passion. If you are having a good passion that you want to become a data scientist, remaining I will take care. From the day one, you are having a dilemma that, sir, these friends are saying this one, that one are saying that one, my relatives are saying this one, then I can't do anything. With full of passion, come into my course, 100% remaining part I will take care. I will deliver my best content. I can say only one thing is, content wise, I can give a good quality content. Whatever the content I have learned from my previous experience or from IIT or IIMs, wherever I have done, whatever the good quality content I'm having, that I will give. Yeah, you can please contact the admin, Naresh IT admin, for the further details. Your teaching is very good. Thank you, guys. Dhananjay, sir, for 730 batch, you have forgot to upload the capstone. I already uploaded. Dhananjay, please check. I already uploaded. Please check, Dhananjay. Your teaching and voice is awesome, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Ramya. Amar Singh, you are awesome, sir. Thank you. Thanks for all your support and for your feedback. Thanks for all your feedbacks, positive feedbacks. If you don't mind, can you share your contact number Yeah, you can get from Naresh IT. Yeah, I will give you the Naresh IT number, so you can contact them. I can't share my contact details as per the terms and conditions of Naresh IT because I'm working here, right? I have to follow the terms and conditions of Naresh IT. So just give me a minute. I will give the admin number. Just let me check from my contacts. Yeah, admin number is 73373134117. Her name is Rajeshwari. Please contact her from tomorrow 10 to 5, in between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tomorrow, not today. Today is Sunday, right? They will also have some kind of personal life. Please don't disturb that. Call tomorrow between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pawan, can we find this recorded session in YouTube? Yes, we'll get in the YouTube. Most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow. They'll upload. After doing the modifications or editing, whatever the things they'll upload. Or maybe immediately also. I don't know. But 100% they are going to upload. That I know. When they are going to upload, exactly I don't know. Maximum 2 days. Within 2 days, they'll upload. Yes, if you follow systematically, 4.5 months is a good time. Very good time. I have suggested my friend to join this course. Sir. Good. Sir, I am 30 years old and I have completed BSc Maths and MBA Finance. Do I eligible for this course? Absolutely, with no doubt. Sri Charan, thank you for your session. Thank you, Sri Charan. Ajay, do we have the jobs? Multiple jobs are there in the market. The only thing is content with the students. If the students are having a good subject, multiple jobs are there. Can we get that input text file which you use for this project? Yes, you can get once you enroll for the course. For free students, whether they'll give or not, I don't know exactly. I can't comment on that. If I know perfect answer, I can say, but I don't know exact answer. So I can't say that one. Daily, how many hours of sessions are? It is 1.5 hour session. I have 7 years of experience and I want to have a career transitions into data science. Absolutely, you can do with no problem. What is the difference between deep learning and NLP? NLP is natural language processing. And in the deep learning, we are able to do both structured, semi-structured, unstructured, time series. Everything we can work on the deep learning. Sai Kumar, class course duration is 4.5 months. Time is from 6 to 7:30. Daily 1.5 hour session for 4 to 4.5 months. Generally, I'm saying for 4 months, but in the previous batches, it is getting extended every time with 10 days extra. So instead of that, directly, I am saying directly itself 4 to 4.5 months. It covers total course. Yes, whatever the course I'm going to upload, I will share you the course contents. Once you attend in the tomorrow's class, I will share you the course content. In that, each and every letter I will cover. Each and every letter to letter I will cover. If one letter is missing also, I will refund your entire fees. Right? Yes, exactly the content, the course content, and coming to the course part that we can see in the tomorrow's class. Please join for the tomorrow's class. There we can discuss detailedly about that one. Sir, does teaching pay more than data science job? Just to know out of curiosity. How? Both will be same. In Naresh IT, it may be more than that also, maybe. It depends on your capacity, caliber. Sir, can I, yeah. Regarding the data science course and course details, everything, please attend the tomorrow's class so that you can get the more crystal clear. So now in today's class, what is the main agenda is what is data science and what is how the data science project importance is there and how the things will work. Just that is the thing I want to explain. Many of them knows that many of them, not many of them, most of them will use Gmail, but most of them knows that Gmail is working on the data science project. Right? Yeah, interview preparation and tips, everything we can discuss in the tomorrow's class related to data science course clearly, more detailedly, because the session is dedicated for that purpose only, right? Tomorrow's class timings will be from 6 to 7:30, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. We will have tomorrow. Yes, that is offline and online, both offline and online at a time. Both will be done at a time. Location, Amirpet. In Amirpet, Naresh IT means it is a landmark. If you type in the Google also, you'll get. If you ask anyone also, they'll directly drop in the Naresh IT Institute. That is a landmark for entire Hyderabad. Just come to the main office, they'll guide you. There, the persons will guide you to the exact location. Just come to the main office directly. Yes, Kasif, the same data set which we have used in the class, I already uploaded in the drive, which you are already having. You guys are already having the same. Tomorrow's class link. Oh, tomorrow's class link you can get in the directly Naresh IT website, or tomorrow's class link you can even get here. How you have received today's class link, in the same way you'll receive the tomorrow's class link also. You'll be teaching complete course from end to end. Yes, I will only teach from end to end. Everything by me only, except the free course. Free course is by other trainers that I am not teach. Except free, everything I will only teach. Completely everything. From starting day to ending day. Sir, it is better offline or online, as I am far from Amirpet. Choice is yours. That depends upon the individual. My choice is offline. My preference. Because in online, someone will disturb me. My preference. It is not mandatory, right? For example, I'm having an excellent trainer in US. I'm learning one of the course where the trainer, the professor is from US. Now, can I go to US? No, right? There is no other option. Means I have to listen online classes only. First priority is course, and I want the best course by best trainer. That is my choice. Whether it is offline or online, that is secondary for me. You are asking from my perspective, miss. Yes, it is a NASCOM certified, and you will get the NASCOM certification also. Yeah, regarding the course, we'll discuss tomorrow. Please, everyone, please attend the demo class for tomorrow. There we discuss each one very detailedly, clearly. Right? Thank you. Thank you all. Bye and take care. Right? I assume everyone will be in the tomorrow's class, except my students, already pre-existing students. Apart from those, everyone, please attend the tomorrow's class. Thank you.